Now, most problem people don't have a problem. Most problem people don't have a problem. Why not? Because in their world, they are a hero. That behavior makes total sense to them, even though it doesn't for you, or it's a negation of your needs. But as they view the world, that makes sense. If we really want to understand behavior at its most fundamental level, behavior is functional. It is meeting a need. People would not be doing what they're doing unless it was important to them. It's just what's important to them is not important to you, or they're meeting their need at the expense of yours. And if you truly respect yourself, you would start a conversation with them and say, whoops, can we talk about my needs here, please? Doesn't mean to say you have to agree with the behavior or tolerate it. But just to accept that dynamic, meaning it makes sense, whatever's going on in that person's view of the world. I started a rope trick. It makes sense as I view things. You're tired, you've had 2.5 days. How can we make it different, interesting? I know! We'll do a rope trick, have a bit of a laugh, nice relaxed. There could be several of you sitting there thinking, we've given all this time, we've paid this money, and this guy does a rope trick? Now you can badmouth me tonight over dinner, but does that get your needs met? No. Why? Because in my view of the world, this makes total sense. I'll continue to do this. It's only when one of you taps me on the shoulder and said, listen, Shay, I know you meant well. However, what we would have needed is, only now do I become aware there's an issue. Only now do I have choices. Only now can I begin to meet your needs. Up to then, we have the BMW culture, bitching, whining, moaning. And they're created by closed communication systems. People do not feel free to talk to the relevant people, so what do? They talk to each other. Or if I do talk to the relevant people, I don't get a good response. And if I don't get a good response, I don't do it again. Behaviors need to be rewarded if they want to be repeated. We know that. The higher the monkey climbs, the more of its ass you see. And your asses are pretty exposed. And the more unapproachable you are, the less effective you're likely to be. Why? Because maybe people don't free to talk to you and give you that feedback. It is absolutely critical. You know that. You know that. Yeah. Over here, I have a balloon to represent the organization. And here we have somebody with a high profile. You notice this person, high visibility. And sometimes these kind of people don't impact on the organization the way you would imagine they do. And very often, it is that little soul sitting at his or her desk, unnoticed, unappreciated. They're the ones who've got most impact. In other words, it's the little pricks that count.